In 2017, Disney purchased 20th Century Fox, which gave them the rights to several franchises, including Ice Age. Today, a new Ice Age movie premiered on Disney Plus, and it's not good. It's so bad that Fox didn't even put their name on it. The Fox logo isn't on this movie, it's the Disney logo instead. And from what I could see, Fox's name wasn't anywhere on these credits. So even they want to disassociate themselves from this one because that's how ashamed they are of this. So first off, the animation. It's very direct to video. It's not awful animation completely. There is some detail to it. The fur is pretty well rendered, but it doesn't look as good as the other ones. It looks like those Disney direct-to-video sequels they would put out where the animation for the most part was still good, but it wasn't as good as the original movie. And the plot really isn't that great. From what I can remember, this was supposed to be a TV show for Disney Plus, and then they shut down Blue Sky, and then I guess they had already started working on this. They decided to go ahead and just finish this. And that's kind of what it feels like. It feels like a TV show pilot. It's pretty mediocre. It is fun seeing Buck again, and he's just as entertaining, but the story for this one is really weak. It makes more sense than Collision Course, because that one had, no logic to it. This one at least kind of makes a little bit more sense than the last one that came out, but it's still kind of a lame story. And Crash and Eddie, who in the other films were kind of funny, their novelty and comedy wear very thin here, mainly because their jokes are pretty much the same thing over and over. They misunderstand things because they're idiots. Someone will say something and they'll take it literally. And then the next joke will be somebody says something and they take it literally. They're idiots. We get it. At this point, it was okay, we get it. They're stupid. At some point, it wears very thin and tiresome. I will say, Simon Pegg was the only voice actor from the original films to return from this one, but all the replacements sound exactly like the characters. Manny still sounds like Ray Romano, even though he's not played by Ray Romano. Sid still sounds like John Leguizamo, even though he's not in this one. They all sound like their original actors, even though Simon Pegg was the only one to come back. So it has that going for it. They got really good voice actors to replace them. But yeah, overall, you can skip this one. I would give Ice Age Adventures of Buck Wild a D, a 6 out of 10, and a 1.5 out of 5 stars.